Hi, this is Steve. Welcome to another episode of The Walk. Are you the same person to everyone you meet? Do you have to remember what group you're with to know how to act and which persona to use? I hope not. I've run into people like that, and I've caught myself in traps like this every so often in life of being putting on a face, putting on a persona for a group. I've interacted with all kinds of different people in life from all kinds of different walks of life. A few rich and moderately famous people from time to time. I've been a part of a community group through a church that had everyone from really smart computer science graduates from the local university in it to people who found themselves homeless. And I've tried, even purposefully, to broaden the number and type of people I interact with, at least to some degree, to try to not stick in my own small social group. I think that's an important thing, to not stay just in one small social group your entire life. I just spoke about confirmation bias and the internet being a bit of an amplifier of just whatever views you have, or I guess they call that an echo chamber now. It's become common slang. Turning the phone around again, as I'm doing more often, for a scenic look where I'm walking. Anyway, so different people. If you've been in a situation, oftentimes you kind of tiptoe a little upon being in a newer group to find out where people's heads are at, what they're thinking, how they're perceiving the world, especially these days, because there does seem to be so much of an echo chamber, and any place you want to. And as a matter of fact, I believe the internet, because they want your eyeballs on the screen and they want to sell you things, takes note of what you're interested in, what words you say, what groups you hang with, and feeds you more of the same, confirming, that your view is correct, and only sending you people whose views agree with you. This shouldn't really be. I mean, it's not a particularly healthy place or way to be, I don't think, because I think we need to not shut our minds. We need to be able to see both sides of every argument, both positions. If there is a both, or if there is a one and a two, A or a B, it's usually more nuanced that. There's usually there are people who toe a, quote, party line, unquote, and there are others who do not. I think that one thing we could do that would help us all, to be able to at least give some consideration to others rather than polarizing and tribing up and, headed toward throwing rocks and whatever at each other, even, more so than verbally. I mean, literally, in some cases, advocating actual violence. I really don't want to see civil war here in my lifetime. I know that was a big jump, and I didn't say we were necessarily. Some people think we're right on the verge of it, and some people don't think so at all. Here we go, more difference in opinion. I hope I can be who I am. This is who I am. I'm Steve. I have my opinions. I'm almost 70 years old. I formed them. I've tried to keep them malleable. I've tried to keep me flexible a little bit so I'm not dogmatic about one thing or another. I may fixate on certain interests and hobbies, but I don't think that I'm a spokesperson for just one point of view. And so I've tried to keep my personality such that if I am caught between two different groups, or two people hypothetically come together in my presence from two other groups I've been, the people that I've talked to, and they're politically different, socially different, economically different in any one of the ways that you can imagine today, that I can be me. And the me that I am is consistent. And that consistency shows through in, what we would call, in some cases, I would call them the fruits of the Holy Spirit, in a Christian sense. But love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, just basically not being, or trying not to be too self-centered, but looking to the interests of others and trying to be the sort of person that can understand all points of view, unless they are willfully, you won't find me agreeing with people who willfully want to mistreat or gang up on other people. I think most people would understand that about me. I hope they would. Anyway, so the point being, other than that, if you think this political figure or that one is better, if you think, some ideas about, all the third rail kinds of things, so-called, about social interaction, religion, politics, and everything, hopefully you will always find me as someone who is willing to, in a considerate way, consider what you have to say and agree where I can agree and nicely disagree where I dispute your position, and be the same Steve Williams to everyone. Let's leave it there. Have a good day.